So hi everyone. I know that I haven't posted a video in a really long time, since November, but even though it's no excuse, a lot of stuff has happened. I did get into a minor car accident. It wasn't anything crazy, but it still kind of shook me up a little bit. And then I was in the process of applying for Medi-Cal because I didn't have insurance, so I was trying to be able to get insurance so I could be able to find a psychiatrist, therapist, and to be able to find someone who would be able to psychologically evaluate me. I decided to make a video today because today is when I am starting my double dosage of my sertraline, which is the generic for Zoloft. I had a lot of energy earlier. I was filming too. And like now it's kind of like mellowing me out, which is usually what happens. So I'm probably gonna start to get really sleepy soon. So like, that's I'm trying to like get through this. But I guess just to talk about my experience, my first experience yesterday was I was in there, I just filled out the paperwork that I needed to fill out, but then once I saw who my psychiatrist was gonna be, I kind of like, you know, well, I guess I was being judgmental in that aspect too, because I was kind of like, this man, first red flag, this man is very old, so obviously not, up to date with whatever it is that we're here. Very old, and he was white. So I was just like, not the person that I thought that I was going to be speaking to, especially because my psychiatrist in San Diego was, even though she was white as well, she was a younger female. So being able to speak to a younger woman was a lot more comforting, and I just felt like I was able to communicate with her a lot easier. So that was interesting. He did give me like some judgy looks here and there with some of the trauma that I was revealing. But I kind of expected that because he is an older white man. But besides that, he did end up telling me that I was taking way too low of a dosage, which I felt made sense because I didn't really feel that it was doing anything to me anymore. I felt I was sleeping a lot more, having trouble sleeping again. I was just feeling a lot more, I wouldn't say anxious, I would say definitely more depressed in that aspect, where I just kind of didn't feel like doing anything. I wasn't really getting ready anymore. I was kind of taking every day by day. I have been going to the gym again though, so that's been the one thing that I feel that I've actually really accomplished. I've been definitely not going like every day or anything like that. I go maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and that's just been helping me feel better about myself. I hadn't gone to the gym in a really long time just because with body image issues, I was like, no, if I go again and I come back and I'm like, I'm not skinny enough, I'm not this enough, like it's just gonna all go downhill again. But I've been better on that in that aspect. Sorry, sidetracked. Going back to the psychiatrist, basically he ended up afterwards, like after he told me that I needed to double up on my dose, he did get me a therapist that was right there in that same area, like area, I guess, in the same practice. And so I'm gonna be going to my first therapy appointment on the 17th, so that's pretty exciting. Probably not gonna wear makeup or anything like that to that, because probably gonna cry, because I'm sure that there's gonna be some deep issues that are gonna have to get resurfaced. Overall, I think it was hard resurfacing those issues just because I had already, it had been a while since I had to talk to a completely random stranger about that stuff again. However, I didn't cry, so I feel like that was a pretty big deal. Normally, like, I get really emotional. I'm a pretty just overall very emotional person. I cry when I'm mad, I'm cry when I'm happy. I'm a big baby. That's just what it is. So I found it like a mini self-accomplishment type of thing where I didn't cry, so that was really cool. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna be getting psychologically assessed slash evaluated. And what that means is that I'm gonna be going to someone who specializes in neuropsychology. So I'm gonna meet up with them in March, like in the very beginning of March. I'm not sure what date, but we're just going to talk about the type of tests that I'm going to need to take, and then from there I'm going to have to ask for time off and whatnot so I could be able to go in and take those tests. So they vary in what they ask for because the test basically covers everything. It like tries to see what kind of learning disabilities you might have, if maybe it's been undetected. They have ways to be able to find out what it is that's, that is different with your brain. So it could be like, there have been people that have been diagnosed with PTSD, BPD, just MDD, so major depressive disorder, anxiety, just things like that. I'm not too sure when I'm going to be getting the results of that, just because I'm not too sure how long the process is going to take to take the test, evaluate the test, and then give me the results of it. But once I do, I'm most likely going to make a video of this just to share my experience as to what it is that I had to do, how long did it take, and then most likely my results too, depending how comfortable I am sharing those. But usually I feel like I'm a pretty open book about mental health issues and my own mental health journey as well. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to put a video out there so I could, keep my word. Thank you to all of you who have already subscribed to my YouTube channel, and thank you to those who have been reminding me and been like, oh, so when are you gonna put out a video and things like that. I definitely really appreciate it. It definitely fills my heart up with joy because it's just like, oh, like they actually want to like see what it is that I'm talking about. They actually want to hear my opinion on things. I'm definitely going to be trying to make a video on my Spain and Amsterdam trip because it was so fun. I definitely had a lot of really good memories there, just because in general both countries were very beautiful, and overall I just had a really good time. Jasmine and I ate a lot of really good food, and yeah, I guess I just wanted to make this really short video for me to be able to upload just so I could have, some content on my channel for once. I'm gonna be trying to stay consistent with this. I'm not sure what that means yet. I wanted to do like a mental health Monday type of deal, but still because I don't have a laptop yet and I'm just using my phone to upload it and to kind of make edits and whatnot, it's a little difficult. But all in all, thank you to everyone who's watching this, and thank you to everyone who has been, again, really supportive of me and just, giving me all those kind words. And I want to make sure that if you are still watching this, make sure to check up on yourself, like really check up on yourself and see, why am I feeling these certain emotions? If you're feeling stressed, I know right now I think it's like midterms for the UC students and whatnot, so it's just really important to make sure that you are taking care of yourself, whatever that might mean, in healthy ways, of course. Make sure to just breathe. That's one of the main things. Digest your feelings, write them down, narrow down what it is that you're feeling, and try to work on it from there. But I definitely think that everyone needs to make sure that the number one priority is themselves. So I know school's stressful, I know jobs are stressful. Just make sure that you're okay with yourself and you make time to just kind of be at one with yourself, be at peace with yourself. Go somewhere on a walk by yourself, just so that way you could be able to really be in tune and, just kind of be able to really be more in touch with yourself, I guess. That's just my advice for today. And yeah, thank you again